First of all, I want to thank you who have stayed here to join us today for this historic and very significant occasion. We are honored today to have with us the Honorable Reverend L. Sharpton, who's in our house. And he's bringing a message that not only unifies and solidifies our quest for justice and equality and the jobs and justice movement, but Reverend Sharpton needs very little introduction. But I want to thank you, those of you who have hung out with us, because we've had a very full morning. But we're going to do what it do, and we're going to make it do what it do. At this time, I want to introduce to you his prodigy, the Reverend Shane Harris, so he can do the proper introductions.
All right, thank you all once again. As I stated earlier, we're excited to be opening up our Jobs and Justice office here, where we will focus directly on our equity plan for the black community, and particularly for communities of color. I'm proud because our national president is here. We've been dealing with equity on even broader levels with the pension funds and some of the real issues. As I stated earlier, that our people are getting shot in the streets, our people are having issues with our education system, but if our equity and we don't have access to it, all of these other things come behind it. And so this man has advocated and started and dealt with a real conversation of equity in this country, and has always stood tall to make sure that black people, and particularly, have access to the equity conversation. Right now, as I said, the pension funds, dealing with the cannabis industry, really dealing with equity in that, making sure that those of us who are locked up have access to the industry that locked us up, that we don't get locked out of equity. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce and welcome our national president of the National Action Network and our leader, the civil rights leader of our time, the Reverend Dr. Al Sharpton.
Thank you. First of all, let me apologize for being so late. We sat on the runway in New York for a long time. There's a 6-hour flight. And I want to know, because I have respect and good manners, I know from my visits to San Diego that you haven't started the trip unless you come by here with Brother Ahmed and them first. So I had to come kiss the rock before I do whatever else I'm going to do. Give him another hand. I think what you are dealing with here, the issues of equity as they expand and build, is something that is important that we deal with nationally. Because too long, our community only deals with the politics and doesn't understand that politics without protecting the economics means nothing. People engage in politics to protect their economic interests. If you've got all of these developments, high-rises and convention centers and all this that are being built out of pension fund investments, what they do is they take the pensions and they have their money managers decide the developers. The unions come in as they should and look out for the union, but then they put us in a narrow county position where we are limited to where we can expand. So we are for working with labor if labor's working with us. Let's not forget now, we've had to fight both unions and corporations to deal with what is right for blacks. There's been no panacea with any of them. So I want you to know, as we open this initiative with our brother here with National Action Network, is that we are willing and going to put our shoulder to the wheel to fight with him for all of us to have the ability to make money. You can't have limited equality. That's not equality. And we need to have our share of the spoils, since it is our pension funds that they're investing. So I wanted to stand with him on that. I wanted to tell you all how glad we are to partner with what they do here. I remember I was here in 2008, and I will always pay due respect, but I didn't just only come to show respect, but to say this is an ongoing alliance that we're going to continue to fight. I work with labor nationally, but there are locals around the country that are just as exclusionary as some of the private sector. And when you get people that want to open up and fight, I was well versed by Reverend Harris about people like Reese and others who are fighting just to have it open. They will be targeted. We've got to protect those that protect us.
That's right.
And the man, everybody needs to know that we will not stand by and allow people to be targeted because they refuse to take us off the table for what needs to be done. So we're there. Lastly, I want to say that we are one of the things that is important in any movement and any continued battle for people's rights is that we continue to build. And one of the things that we're proud about National Action Network is we have some young giants coming. Just like Jim Crow had James Crow Jr., we have a Shane Harris coming. And this brother has shown the commitment, the tenacity, and the dedication, which is why I got on the plane this morning to come out and be with him all day. I'm going right back tonight. He's one of the few people that I would do that because I believe in his leadership. I want everybody to know in San Diego that we stand with him 1,000%. He's our guy. You mess with him, you messing with all of us. And a lot of folk do not understand that if it all begins and ends with you, then you don't have a movement. You have a fan club. And any older leaders and older preachers that are threatened by younger folk shouldn't be leading in the first place. So we've got to not make room for young folk. We've got to give them the room they've already made. So it's not about giving them part of our stage. It's they have a stage unto themselves. And that's what he represents. And that's why I want to stand here with him. And he has the maturity to work with a brother like this, because you need a seasoned fighter to help season you. You can't learn from something that does not know what they're doing. This man started at his age, and look what he's built. And as Shane is going to build, Shane's going to build because he's learning from a builder. Don't ever learn from somebody that never did what they're teaching you. Show me, and then I can know that you can teach me something. So this is a wise young man. We're with him 1,000%. Tell friend and foe that he's our guy. We're with him, and I'm proud that he's been mentored and guided by one of the wisest men in our nation and what he's built here. The Bible says you judge a tree by the fruit it bears. Look at the fruit that this brother has borne here. And we are always going to give him deference. And I wanted to also stand and let you know that we got Shane's back. And I showed you today, it only take a few hours for us to get it. You mess with Shane, all of us are coming. Thank you, God bless you. That's me here in 2008. And you see, the brother hasn't taken me to eat since then. So all
right, y'all. This is historic. Rim Shane, come on out. right.
It's Mike.
Brothers and sisters, Reverend's got a very tight schedule. We're going to meet him. He's going to go out and let's give him a round of applause. Thank you.
We thank God for the presence and the work that he does. Go ahead and get a picture with Mike. Here, you want to get a picture with Reverend? Mike Norris. Right here. Picture. Picture. Hey, Bears. Shirley, he's a two wordy. Mike, come on up here, Mike. If you don't mind. These young men. We got some awardees that were receiving awards today. Let's go. Y'all get to speak, give him some room here. Reese, want to get up here? Well, we got a tight schedule. Right here, eyes here. Right over. Some of y'all gonna say, I wish I had a picture with me and Malcolm X. I wish I had a picture with me and Thurgood Marshall. Wish I had a picture with me and here, go ahead. Get the picture. Latino brothers here. That Latino brother here is supposed to be there. Get on in there, Latino. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a wonderful moment. I wish I was around when Dr. King was around. I wish I had a picture with Dr. King. Yeah, we got a protect. Listen, we got a professional photographer. Can't step aside. Yeah, we got a professional photographer. Yeah, you're blocking Mike. He's a photographer. Let the young lady get a picture here.
No. I'm a contractor. Hamid. This is going to Hamid.
That's my youngest girl there. My two big girls. Yeah, that's a good picture. That's my building. He built this building. That's the block mason. And the ballpark. Major block mason. All right. Come on in there, dude. Yes, sir. Look at these pictures now. Y'all gonna say, I wish you had a picture with Reverend Sharpton. Young people, that's what I'm talking about. Shane, that's your group right there. Come on, Reverend Shane. Come on, stop. All right, pay attention to the photography now. Pay attention, come on in there. Come on up there, Jim. Those girls are already taking a picture. He's got my camera right here. All right. Everybody good? Good. Everybody good? Oh, wait, Miss Martinez. Wait a minute. Go on in. Thank you and your son up there.
Miss Martinez.
Miss Martinez is my secretary, Rep. Oh, Mike want to get a picture of him with Shane.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, get your camera. Mike's in it. Hold on. Listen, you guys, we got professional photography. If you want pictures, I get them. Don't worry about your cameras. Mike and Shane Harris, we're going to get the picture with them. That's our contract, our fire. All right, man, let's go. We got to go to another appointment, y'all. You all right, young man? Shane? You all right? It spoke well today. That's another Shane following. All right, Mike, up and get out of here. Now, Reverend, I don't know if I want to get started. You got started already. You done your stories. Thousands of dollars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, leave your check at the front desk.
Leave your check at the front desk. What? That's the end of the event. February 21st, 2018, the Black Contractors Summit.